Moments ago, the president sounding off on Twitter as Mr. McCabe revealing new details about the investigation in the early stages into President Trump, telling 60 Minutes that he opened the probe. And he also says the Justice Department held discussions about removing the president from office under the 25th Amendment.
The president tweeting, quote, disgraced FBI acting director Andrew McCabe pretends to be a, quote, poor little angel, when in fact he was a big part of the crooked Hillary scandal and the Russia hoax. A puppet for leaking James Comey. IG report on McCabe was devastating. Part of insurance policy in case I won.
So he continued. Many of the top FBI brass were fired, forced to leave, or left. McCabe's wife received big dollars from Clinton people for her campaign. He gave Hillary a pass. McCabe is a disgrace to the FBI and a disgrace to our country. Make America great again. End of a long tweet.
Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge live in Washington, and that's the latest from the president this morning. What's the latest there? Catherine, good morning.
Well, thanks, Sandra. Good morning. Fox News first reported in October that FBI General Counsel James Baker told House investigators that McCabe said Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein was serious about recording the president and invoking the 25th Amendment. Promoting his new book, McCabe confirms those May 2017 discussions and more to CBS News. Until now, Rosenstein and those close to the Deputy Attorney General have said his comments were sarcastic, but this has been at odds with testimony from Baker under oath, and even more so now with McCabe's 60 Minutes interview. Rosenstein has resisted calls to come to Capitol Hill to clear up the conflict. McCabe also confirms what has been widely reported, that after FBI Director James Comey was fired by the president in May 2017, there were two investigations, one into obstruction of justice for the firing, and the other a counterintelligence case into alleged coordination between the Trump campaign and Moscow.
I was very concerned that I was able to put the Russia case on absolutely solid ground in an indelible fashion, that were I removed quickly or reassigned or fired, that the case could not be closed or vanish in the night without a trace. I wanted to make sure that our case was on solid ground.
An investigative source told Fox News McCabe was fired last March for committing 3 violations of the FBI's ethics code. They included lack of candor under oath, lack of candor not under oath, and the improper disclosure of non-public information to the media about the FBI's investigation into the Clinton Foundation. McCabe's case is now with the U.S. Attorney here in Washington, D.C. Sandra.
Catherine, what's the DOJ's response?
Well, in the last few minutes, this statement was issued by the Justice Department, and it says Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein never authorized a recording or invoking of the 25th Amendment. But on its face, that does stop short of denying that these issues were ever discussed. It reads in part, the Deputy Attorney General never authorized any recording that Mr. McCabe references. As the Deputy Attorney General previously has stated, based on his personal dealings with the president, there is no basis to invoke the 25th Amendment, nor was the Deputy Attorney General or DAG in a position to consider invoking the 25th Amendment. And that will certainly not be the last we hear of this story today, Sandra.